Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Darlington. I didn't get to document too much of our journey up. We're recording this Saturday morning. We came up on the Friday night, partially because I was driving. Other factors as well that made it a little bit hard. But we're picking it up on the Saturday morning from my hotel room in Darlington, which is misty, to say the least. Norwich City, of course, playing Sunderland this afternoon in the Championship, looking to halt what is a really bad run of form for Norwich. David Wagner under pressure. Sunderland haven't won in 3 though, so two teams that are hoping to return to winning ways today, and it feels absolutely vital that Norwich City can record a win to stem what is 1 win in 7, 2 wins in 10, however you want to quantify it, is a run of form that is simply not good enough. So yeah, follow us around. It's about 8:30 this on Saturday morning. I'm about to head for breakfast, hearing lots of interesting whispers about the team news. Certainly involving Callum Fisher. Whether any of them come to fruition or not, we shall see in the coming hours. But it sounds like he may well get a start this afternoon. We shall see. And yeah, so from here, going to have breakfast, going to travel to the Stadium of Light, and you can follow us around on the Pink and Matchday vlog. If you like this, of course, then make sure you like, subscribe, comment, all of that jazz. And yeah, let's see what we get up to today. Just leaving the hotel now. My colleague Adam Harvey's in the back there somewhere, and you know, you think about today, there are often moments in seasons that feel big for lots of reasons, and that can be contextually, it can be because of the opponent. I think today for Norwich it feels quite big because of the week they've had, because of the run of form they're on, because of who they're playing, a team that I think most people would expect to be in the conversation for that top 6 hunt, which is where Norwich, by their own admission, want to be. And obviously because of the form that they're on and the run that they're on and the position that David Wagner is in, all of that feels pretty significant. So yeah, feels big. Adam, how are you feeling?
Yeah, I can't say I'm overly optimistic, if I'm being honest.
It's hard to be, isn't it, at the minute?
It's kind of like one of them where, you know, when they're on that sort of the start of the season, and you just kind of wanted the next game to come around, and you were really excited for it. Can't lie, you know, when the idea of a long trip to Sunderland comes around, you're not overly optimistic the way they're playing at the moment. But you know, I think it's one of them where they need a result. For David Wagner, it feels like the pressure is really building. Lots of interesting lines yesterday in his press conference, and I think, you know, 1,100 Norwich City fans going up there as well today. You know, they're going to want to see a performance and a result from their team, which is something they've not seen now for quite a number of weeks. So, intrigued to see what he's going to do with the team. You know, I think he's got to make some changes. Yeah, I think he's got to make some changes to sort of just add a freshness to it, because it just felt very tired against Middlesbrough. You know, there was not really anyone that stood out particularly that had a good performance. So we'll see what we get, but it's a great stadium, and I enjoy going up to Sunderland in terms of the everything away from the football. So Norwich actually haven't lost there though since 2012.
I was going to say it is a good record that Norwich have up there, and you were saying that was the green kit, wasn't it?
Yeah.
O'Neill, Lambert, I think Fraser Campbell scored quite a dipping volley, if memory serves. That was the last time Norwich got beat, and they could certainly do without ending that record today, because if they do, I think certainly for David Wagner, he's going to find himself in a world of trouble. That would be, what, 1 win in 8? I'm trying to think how many defeats that would be. Would that be 5 in 7?
Yeah, they drew at Coventry, didn't they?
So
yeah,
certainly not ideal, you would suggest. So let's see what we get this afternoon. We've got about 45 minutes up the road before we'll be at the Stadium of Light.
Tough for me to say that Spurs are looking really good at the moment. Jack Rodoni is out. Headley and Pearson also miss out. Diarra, Lees and Edwards come in. It's Nichols in goal then. About 3 of Lees, Hellick and...
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Is there a better ground in the Championship than this? Truly epic. I mean, we are a little bit further still. My colleagues, Mr. Davitt and Mr. Harvey. This is fantastic when you're absolutely petrified of heights. If the camera is shaking a little bit more than usual, you know why. The knees are trembling. This is the bit where normally I'd show you the Norwich fans. We can see some of them just there. The rest of them, I'm afraid, are cut off by this roof, but I have heard them, and the flags are out, so that's a good sign. They are truly in the gods. Let's hope they see a better result. The flags are out. Big afternoon for Norwich City. Can they deliver a much improved performance and, more importantly, a result to end a dismal run of form that they are in? Big afternoon. Ah dear, started quite well. Norwich have been on a bit of a containment mission in this first half, to tell the truth. 4-5-1. It allowed Sunderland possession, not really engaged in the pressure that we've seen them try and build up under David Wagner in weeks gone by, and took the lead actually. Gabriel Sara just kind of drifting back for an offside position. Callum Fisher makes the most of it. Brilliant pullback to Hwang Yu-jo, who's probably been Norwich's best performer in that first half. So energetic, done really well in a lone striker role, which could be really difficult, particularly in this system when Norwich are trying to get up the pitch. John Rowe has tried to support him as well. Excellent finish, deserved his goal. And sadly, the positives end there. Really, Norwich conceded two really poor goals from a defensive perspective. One shot from Hume, which I've seen a couple of replays, not really an angle yet to see definitively if it was on target or not, but either way, Shane Duffy has deflected it into his own net past George Long. That makes it 1-1. And then Jack Clark, who is a brilliant player, I've seen nothing in 45, he's Premier League bound sooner rather than later, be it with Sunderland or someone else. Takes about 3 men out of the game with a brilliant run inside. Dan Neil just glides into Norwich City's penalty area. No one in yellow and green who is within 5 yards of him as he is played in by Clark. And then it's a brilliant little dink over George Long to make it 2-1. And what was a containment mission is now a rescue mission for Norwich City. Marcelino Nunez is going to come on, but again, a really timid approach by Norwich against a side who have lost 3 games on the spin coming into this encounter. I know Norwich are lacking confidence, I get all of the context, but I doubt those 1,100 Norwich City fans will be best pleased with the way their team have approached this. Big 45 minutes needed to try and get something from this game, but the way it's spun, the way it's feeling at the moment, doesn't feel great. Half time, 2-1. Stadium alight in darkness. That was a really difficult afternoon for everyone involved. Norwich City 3-1, been beaten 3-1 here today. Another really poor performance, quite predictable at this point. Just push my glasses up. I've got a tripod in this hand, so I can't do it with that hand. Sort of in yards of David Wagner speaking to Chris Gorham, spoken to my colleagues who were in his press conference as well. He sounds, looks, feels like a broken man, a man who's reached the end of the road, and that was a performance that encapsulated it. It was confused, it was muddled, it was desperate at points, and it was not good enough. And that, sadly, is going to be the epitaph of his reign in charge of Norwich City, I feel. Yeah, really difficult afternoon for everyone involved. I feel immensely for the 1,100 Norwich City fans. It's a long old trek up here to see your team not just produce a performance like that, but to approach a game like that against a team who have lost all of their last 3 games. Admittedly, the one in midweek was against Leicester. I'd be feeling really despondent and really concerned if I was them, and they've got every right to feel that way. So something's got to give. So let's get on with it, shall we?